Okay, here we're just going to look at the brush controls in Photoshop. Many of the tools use brushes to apply them to an image. If we take the most obvious one, which is the brush tool here, and this basically just paints colour over the image. If we've chosen red as the colour because it will show up well on the black and the white here. So red is our foreground colour, and we've left the background as black. But, if we put the cursor on the image and right click, it brings up the brush control window, and you can control the size of the brush using the master diameter. So as you can see, you can set it to whatever you want. In this case we'll set it to around about 150 pixels. You've got the hardness slider here. At 100% hardness, you have a very defined clear edge to the brush, and at 0% you obviously have a much softer edge on the brush. So we'll set it to 100% first, and just put a dab of red here. And as you can see, very hard transition, very hard edge there. If we change the cursor, the brush tool, to a soft brush, you'll notice it looks slightly small, although it's still set to 152 pixels. It won't reach the edges because it is a soft brush. So that gives you an idea of the difference between the two, and you can paint lines in either hard or soft. The opacity up here, this refers to the strength of the colour that you're putting in, how see-through it is. So at 100% opacity, it is very dense and see-through. If we take that down to 30%, you'll notice that we can see the background underneath it more. And down to 10%, and you can barely see it. So it just gives you some idea of the controls there. The flow rate is just the rate of flow on the brush. So as you can see, it's not a smooth line anymore. So other tools that use brushes, for example the clone tool here, the clone stamp, often called the rubber stamp tool in other programs. This is a very useful tool. What it does is it takes a patch from an area that you select and places this patch over a different area. So we've opted for 100 pixels this time, and we'll take our patch from the red here, simply place the cursor onto the area you want to take the patch from, hold down the Alt key and left click the mouse, and that tells Photoshop that you want to take that patch there. Once you've done that, you can move it to wherever you want to cover up something. I'll set it to 100% hardness here just to show you, and if I left click the mouse again, it takes that patch that I selected and puts it there as well. So that's identical to that patch that we selected. I can also soften that, and again it's taking it from the same place. So Alt and left click, take from the red, and when we click this time, you'll see a much softer patch. And we can do the same with all the brush tools. The erase tool, if I erase, it'll show the background through, if I take that down to 20 pixels, I can sort of, I've wiped away the white colouring to show the background colour underneath. Or I can do it as a soft and again you can see the soft edges there. So that's the very basics there on brush control. The more you use them, the more you'll get used to their effects and what they do, but that is just a basic run through.